Hi guys, Jurassic Junkie here, and I really need a shave. Welcome to the Friday Night Rant. Oh, that's much better. Right. Yes. Handlebars. So for everybody who had been moaning on the past two videos, I did say at one point I was going to grow some handlebars for Movember, which I didn't. I put it out and I got some flack for it. So I just thought, what better time than I don't think I'll be keeping them. Joe's going to kick my head in when she watches this video, but still, handlebars. So there you go, you can get off my back. Right, let's start with the drink and then to the news. What we've got is Wild Wood this week, which is apparently a premium organic classic cider. So, as always, that's a proper apple tasting cider. That's got a good strong kick to it. That's nice, that is. Very good. So, where to start? First of all, it's nearly Christmas, so I hope everyone's actually got all your shopping stuff in. We managed to order some bits and bobs off the internet for each other. Joe ordered me something gaming related. I know what it is, but I don't want to tell you what it is because I'll show you on like my Christmas pickup video. And it turned up, snapped. A part of it had snapped off, and we had to contact the gaming company. I won't say it was because you can probably dial it in and guess who it is, but yeah, this product had snapped. It came from America as well, and they just turned around and was like, okay, send us a photo, which we did. And then they said, yeah, they're going to send us another one, but that was like 2-3 weeks ago, so Joe's chased them and they've just said, yeah, it's probably not going to be here for Christmas, which is a shame. But they've not asked for the broken one back, so I'm going to probably glue it together and then just show that off at Christmas, and then hopefully another one will turn. So anyway, gaming news. In fact, before I go any further, I must apologise, this yellow glow that's going on at the moment, it's just simply, if I put all the lights on, you lose the Christmas effect. So, you got one more week of me looking yellow, then we'll go back to normal. The Last of Us. I spoke about this last week, and I was saying it's a game that didn't show you much, it's very good at teasing you, and this week they've actually shown us some footage. Sorry, I just keep looking at these magnificent handlebars. So, what this is, they've actually just shown you exactly what the game's going to look like. At the very start of the video, they claim that this is taken exactly from a PlayStation 3 in-game graphics. Now, the graphics are ridiculously good, so that's a win straight away, that's awesome. But it looks very good, and the cool thing is about it, it's just showing a guy and a little girl going into a room, and there was somebody fighting him, and he fought him back. And then you could hear somebody running around like zombies, like raging, kind of quick, fast motion stuff. And you didn't know exactly what it was until you very quickly got to see the head of this thing. And it's got like a giant fungus thing on its face. It's like a zombie virus outbreak kind of thing, but not typical zombies. It might not even be classed as zombies. I don't know what you want to class it as, but nonetheless, it looks cool. And I was like, brilliant. From what I've seen so far, it looks amazing. It really reminds me of I Am Legend, which is definitely a good thing because just the setting for that would be awesome, because it's kind of like Fallout, everything's abandoned, but Fallout was like a nuclear wasteland, so everything was dead. And I like the idea of like I Am Legend, everything would obviously grow out of all the buildings and all the pavement and stuff like that. It'd be quite cool to see that. So yeah, the game itself is looking good. Now the best thing is I did a bit of research, and it's Naughty Dog that's actually going to be producing this, and this has just got me. Naughty Dog turned around and says, like, obviously the games they do, for instance, like Uncharted, are amazing games. But they said what they do is they work obviously on the gameplay, the graphics, they work on so many different things, but they have held their own hands up and says we're not the best at storytelling. Like, for instance, well, not storytelling, but the actual plot lines aren't necessarily great, like Uncharted, go find something, off you go. And that's kind of it. But what they've said, they want to actually work on an amazing story. And they've actually said this story is going to be the best story ever told. And the reason for it is they think both themselves and all the other developers out there need to step the game up when it comes down to storytelling, because a lot of people think quantity is quality. So more stuff you ram in a game means it's going to be a better game, but sometimes it's always down to just the smallest thing, like a really good detailed story that can pull you in. Now, I'm a fan of Mass Effect just because of the stories. I think they're really good. But yeah, without going off onto Mass Effect, they've said they're going to make a game with a story that good is going to set the standard, and all the other developers will then meet this kind of story, and it's going to change the way games work. Apparently, it's a big word so far. And just with that, I thought that was awesome. And then told us what the theme of the game is actually going to be. It's a love story. Now, straight away, I was like, what? A love story? Zombies? What's going on? But it's the love between a man and his daughter. So obviously, I don't know if you'll play as them two or somebody seen them two, don't know how it's going to work, but it's about this man and the daughter, and they trying to survive. And that's kind of made me gone, that is very cool. Because I remember when I first watched the Dead Island trailer and you saw the girl, and obviously she was a zombie, but I thought you might play as them before that happened kind of thing. And obviously it went off to just be Left 4 Dead kind of style, just 4 people battling it out. And you never got any of that story, and it was like a bit of a shame. But this kind of feels like it's going to fill that hole that I've been left for a kid and a father figure. Which is weird, but it don't matter. I'm just babbling now, but nonetheless, it's looking amazing. So, right, the ranting, let it begin. Skyrim. I've got Skyrim. I hate Skyrim, and I love Skyrim. I've never, ever done this on a game before. I put Skyrim in on whatever day, and I turned it on, and then I eventually turned it off and looked, and I did 16 hours straight. Just turned it on and played 16 hours non-stop. Occasionally I went away for a quick wee-wee, or some food, or something like that, but I never turned the console off, and I sat there for 16 hours and just went crazy on it, and I was in love. Like, the game is absolutely amazing, but I'm not here to tell you about Skyrim. Obviously, if you want to play Skyrim, you've probably already purchased it, but the thing is, them first 16 hours was beautiful because I had no problems, no glitches, nothing. And I've said in the past, like, I don't mind glitches in games this big because it's going to be hard to stop them. Now, I just want to refine that statement. And what it is, I don't mind glitches such as like a collision glitch and stuff like that. They're odd things that will happen. Or sometimes I remember in Fallout, I occasionally got my foot stuck in the ground. Now, I can slightly forgive. It's annoying if you haven't saved your game in like the last 2 hours, but I can slightly forgive them. The problem that I've been experiencing is when I turned it on the following day, there was a big troll, and I thought, right, I'm going to attack him, and he kind of just like hit the ground and bounced and flew into the air. And I was like, right, collision glitch. I'm allowed to let that one slide. And then I was walking off and there was a dragon, and I thought, right, I'm going to battle this dragon. And then it started doing what everyone said, start flying backward. And I was like, well, that obviously lets the game down, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I'm going to fight this dragon no matter what. But it became impossible because he would always fly away. And it was like he was avoiding me while trying to attack me at the same time, so I couldn't actually attack this dragon. I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll just live with that one. And then I went on, and every dragon started doing it. And then when I did get close enough to a dragon, the screen started lagging and it crashed. So I was like, okay, lost my save game, let's load it back up, this is becoming quite annoying now. Then when I went to press load, the load screen's locked up, start back in again, and then I was just getting like really weird glitching, and every so often I'll go somewhere and people just wasn't working properly, and I was just like, oh, this game is just completely knackered. To say I did 16 hours, I probably just burnt the thing out because now it's unplayable. So I was effing and blinding it saying, that's it, I'm done, I'm not playing Skyrim. But yesterday they released the Skyrim Dragon patch, and I jumped on last night and it's running like a dream again now. So I can't really moan, they've patched it quite quick. But a few people were saying on Facebook, like, I prefer them to release this game and then fix the bugs later. And normally I would say, yes, that's the case. Well, I've changed my tune now, because the thing is, sometimes when there's a one glitch on a mission, you just avoid that mission. But Skyrim's about killing dragons, and if you can't kill dragons, then you would leave them like I was doing and going off and doing other missions. So then you get a backlog of dragons you have to go back and kill. So then it feels like you're doing parts of the game, and then when that's fixed, you jump over and then you start doing them. And if you do loads of dragons in a row, it won't be as fun as finding them when you first do. You're like, oh, look, it's a dragon, I must kill it. But instead I'm having to go, crap, it's a dragon, best run away before it crashes my computer. And console. But yeah, it let me down. It really upset me, and I was so angry with it. But it's patched now, so I can't really moan too much. But speaking of Skyrim, the modders are about. They're already getting in there, having a tinker, seeing what they can change. And the guy who did the original mod for the Grand Theft Auto series to make it look like life, to be fair, he's now modding Skyrim, so he's going to make it look even better than what it looks, which is cool. But the best thing is somebody's working on an online patch for Skyrim, and I've looked at the test video. People are in there, they can chat to each other, and they're walking around. Your clothes don't show at the moment, so everyone's naked, well, semi-naked. and they just kind of walk around like that. You've got no motion or anything like that. But it's now, so they're working on it, and then it will be out. So that's pretty cool. For people who go, well, I don't want it online, that's fine. No one's forcing you to have it online. But the people who want to try it online, there is going to be a patch. Obviously not official, but there will be a patch for you to play. So that is awesome news for Skyrim fans who like to play online. So, let's go with some EA news. To keep it fresh, do something different. EA. So EA's gone along and gone, we're going to make a game. It's called Command & Conquer Tiberian Alliance. So obviously all the Command & Conquer fans are like, hey! And then they've said something really stupid. They've turned around and said they're going to release it across multiple platforms, and they're going to release it for web browsers and phones. So that's pretty good. Nice one, EA. And then then the cheeky EA people turn around and says it's going to be free. Yeah. Damn you EA, giving free games away. I'm sorry, there's nothing to moan about. EA, I can't believe it. They're giving this game away free. You can play it in your web browsers. You'll be able to play it across platforms, which is a first. Well, there may be the odd game out there that does it, but anyway, they're pushing it. And you can play it on your phone, which is awesome. And it's going to be free to play, which means obviously if you're playing on a web browser or your phone, you're probably going to have like a little pop-up banner or something like that. But to be fair, it's a free game, and it's a Command & Conquer game. So that is absolutely awesome. So, strangely enough, nice one, EA. So, with the news of games coming out, first of all, obviously, if you are a part of the Nintendo Ambassador Programme, then you've got your free games today, which I was woken up this morning by Jo just sat there playing the games, and she said they're absolutely awesome. I've not jumped on and played them yet, but from what she says, they're wicked. So, if you're an ambassador, go and get your downloads for free. And 2 bits of gaming news now. First of all, if anyone's a big Lego fan, is in Lego games, they've kind of sealed the deal for the next Lego game, and it is going to be Lord of the Rings. Now, what's been said is Lego are now allowed to produce Lego blocks for Lord of the Rings, but they're not said anything about a game. But come on, when you land a contract for Lego, you know what Lego practically does. They'll make the blocks, they'll make the game. So it's 99% sure that you're going to be getting a Lord of the Rings Lego, which is kind of upset Jo because she don't like Lord of the Rings. But nonetheless, it's a Lego game, it'll keep her happy. And the other thing is, which I didn't know anything about, and I really am happy that they've done this. At first I was like, oh, dirty Activision trying to cash in on it. And I was like, well, I'll actually buy that, actually, to tell the truth, because it's pretty damn awesome. And that is Tony Hawk's High Def Pro Skater. And what they're going to do is just simply get Tony Hawk's 1, Tony Hawk's 2, get all the levels, mash them together and release it in high def along with some extra skaters. And the weird thing is, this says they're going to give it an upbeat feel to match the skating streets of today instead of back then. Now, I don't know what's changed since then to today of pro skaters, apart from that I think they may add something where when you fall over, a little kid will run up, take a video with his camera phone and then put it on YouTube. That's the only additional thing I think that has happened over the past few years since Tony Hawk's 1 and 2. But no, it's awesome. Tony Hawk's, flat down, one of the best skateboarding games I ever played. Never played all the other ones because it was Activision just banging them out, and it just put me off the franchise, and now I'm in love with Skate 3 instead. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 combined high def, and fingers crossed they're going to get that same soundtrack that they had originally in especially Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, because that was just mint. So yeah, that's coming out. Apparently it's coming out at £15, or sorry, $15, but God knows what's going to be when it comes over here. But yeah, it's on its way out, so that is awesome. And now, something that's piqued my interest like that, and that is the new Fable Journey is going to be coming out to show off the Kinect and show what it can do. Now, I'm not sold by it. I like Fable, I think it's a fantastic series of games. I don't want it first person view. I won't moan or slate about it until I've played it, because it could actually be really good, but from what I've seen, I'm not completely sold by it. But from what they said, it's a bit of murky grounds that the Journey's coming out, but there's also going to be a Fable 4 that's separate. So if that's the case, they are slightly damaging the franchise by releasing several games, but it don't matter, we're not here to talk about that. But it looks like there's another game up the sleeve, because on Lionshead, I always get them mixed up, on their actual website today, there was putting up a job offer for somebody to program for them, on the Fable series, who has released an MMO game, actually packaged and sold it kind of thing. So they're just after somebody who can make an MMO game. So it looks like Fable's going down the MMO route, which could be kind of cool, because I like that kind of style game. World of Warcraft, for me, I didn't dare do, just because I've seen what it's done to people at work. The life's gone, they're drawn in the face. You know when you're looking at a WoW player, because it's just the blank expression, they don't know what to do outside, but they're not that bad. But yeah, I've seen the damage it does to people, so I was just scared to play that game, because I become addicted to games quite easy, especially Skyrim. I can't get off that thing at the moment. So World of Warcraft was just dangerous grounds for me, so I never touched it. But to bring out a Fable MMO, I think that's pretty cool, because I can get my MMO fix, get my Fable fix, and at the same time I think it's one of them games that won't pull me in too much, so it won't be dangerous. So yeah, if you're a Fable fan and you're an MMO fan, all is good. So that's it really. There's nothing that much to moan about, but I do like to give you a bit of news. Most of you already know it, but nonetheless, it's just me having a beer talking about games. So the question of the week is quite simple. What game, past game that's already gone, a franchise as you will, whatever you want to call it, what would you like to see them reinvent, but as an MMO? Now I'm going to have to say Mass Effect. I know a lot of people are going to say, no, Mass Effect shouldn't be an online game, but I'm slightly getting more interest in the idea of online, because I'm reading the books and that galaxy is so much bigger than what the games let on. Well, obviously it's a big galaxy, but I mean, there's so many stories going on. When you read the books, you'll actually go, wow, it would be cool if they touched on that, or we could go there or do this, and it'd just be amazing for them to bring out a big MMO game so I can get more of a Mass Effect fix. So that's my answer. What game would you like to see turn it into an MMO? I still can't say it, MMO. So that's it, guys. Sorry it won lots of ranting in there, but EA did good this week. What's going on? And Nintendo's giving us free games. Everybody's making me happy, and the games that I do like are now becoming into online ones and free ones. I don't understand. I think people have started to listen to the show now and just go, all right, we best not that Jurassic Junkie off. He's got a mean tongue. So yeah, I'm gonna rock this. See if Jo likes it. Chances are she won't. And then kick back and play more Skyrim. You cannot have enough Skyrim. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers. Bye.